Welcome, Appletini fans, to this week's fixture on TBTV. This is Poole Town versus Harrow Borough at the Black Gold Stadium, Poole, in the BetVictor Southern League Match Day 7. Over to you, Sean.
Cheers, Steve-O. Poole proudly sit top of the league with 13 points, having won 4, drawn 1 and lost 1. I'm going to hand you over to Aaron to give you the update on Harrow Borough. Take it away, Aaron.
Thanks, Sean. Now, Harrow Borough are currently sat in 6th position with 11 points, but they have played a game less than the Dolphins, so this should be an interesting match. Now, alongside Weston, Harrow are the only team not to have dropped points so far, having won 3 and drawn 2 out of their 5 matches. Now, on to predictions. Obviously, I'm going for a 7-2 win by Harrow, but what are your thoughts, Steve?
Considering Poole are at home and they've only lost 1 game, it's got to be in the bag for those guys. What do you reckon, Sean?
Looking at the records, guys, and current form, I think it's going to be a tight one, but I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory for the Dolphins and to keep up their top of the league position. I'm going to give you Tony's prediction because he's sunning himself in Turkey, drinking strange drinks. I'm going to try and do his voice as well. Yes, I think it's going to be, Sean. I think it's going to be tight, and it's going to be 1-0 for the Dolphins. Thank you, everybody.
It's like Tony's right here in the room.
This week's presentation is brought to you by Appletinis, Turkey Basters and TBTV. Over and out, callers.
Well, I'm speechless about that intro. I couldn't do anything about it, and here we go. Unbeaten Harrow Borough paying visit to Poole Town. Poole made a really good start to the game, didn't give Harrow much time on the ball and showed their attacking intent. The first corner of the game came in the 4th minute, and as you can see there's a fair bit of confusion, the ball bouncing around a lot. And then Harry Baker latches onto it with a real clinical finish on the turn there. 1-0. This challenge caused a fair bit of abuse to the ref, I think it's fair to say.
Oh, they changed the rules this week again, have they? Brilliant.
In the post-match Poole Town Twitter poll for man of the match, Luke Kearney came out tops, and you'll see from these highlights exactly why. That was the first of one of many cracking saves. Both sets of management team were giving the referee a little bit of grief during the course of the match, and you can see why there. The ball clearly came off of the Harrow player's head, yet it's given as a Harrow throw. Just to strengthen Luke Kearney's claims for the Man of the Match award. That's an example of what he was doing all game. And I think coming up here we've got a similar event being swung in from the right, where Harrow were looking most dangerous, to be fair. But Luke Kearney was equal to it again, plucking the ball out of the air and taking the pressure off his defence. You felt the match was always bubbling away, but this tackle was really as bad as it got. A bit of a high boot there, which served to get Lewis Cole the first yellow card of the match. Harrow got excited a couple of times about a couple of potential handballs. This was the first one, so I've slowed it down, had a look, and to me it looks like it comes off the defender's midriff, I guess is the best phrase for it. It has to be said that even though Poole dominated the first 15 minutes, the last half hour of the first half, it was all Harrow. This is one of their efforts, but they just couldn't get a shot on target. We went into half-time at Poole Town 1, Harrow Borough 0. Not a reflection of the match itself, but a fair reflection of the chances taken. "53 minutes in, and we get into substitution territory. We have Flavio Tavares replacing Jez Bedford, and then the return of Luke Holmes, recently of Wimborne and Salisbury, coming on for Ollie Dennett. Jack Dixon managed to pick up a yellow card for this. Not entirely sure why. I watched it back, but I don't know. It's beyond me. Marvin Brooks was having a pretty decent game in my opinion. Here we see him picking up the long ball, feeding Luke Holmes, who smashes a good shot. Decent first effort. Obviously wanting to make the man of the match award a little bit more interesting, Luke Kearney misjudges the bounce of the ball there, but Harrow are unable to take advantage of the opening. In the continuation of the first half, Harrow was starting to turn the screw. A bit of interesting defending here, and Colby Moore clearing off the line to preserve Poole's 1-0 lead. Harry Baker was set loose here, and it was only a great save from the Harrow keeper that prevented him getting his second. Mentioned earlier on that Harrow were excited about a couple of handball appeals. This is the second one. I've slowed down the replay, and again I can't see much going on here. I think the referees have got it right. Similar to earlier on, this high boot and Jamie Luskin a yellow card. From the resulting free kick, it was another great save by Luke Kearney that preserved the 1-0 lead. Marvin Brooks was about to have an eventful few minutes. First of all, there was this acrobatic attempt. Then, he manages to talk himself into the referee's notebook. Yellow card. Brooks capped off his interesting period by finishing off this move. A run down the right by Harry Baker, questionable offside, but finished first time by Marv for his first goal of the season, and he looks pretty happy with that.
We've had all one, and then do a breakaway in the
It's a great driving run here by Jack Dixon, all the way from the right back position. He plays it out to Luke Holmes. Cheeky little step over. Josh Carmichael with a 1-2, and that's a beautiful finish for a goal on his debut. What I like about this angle is that if you look at the keeper, the last thing he's expecting is the ball to go over his head. And spotted in the crowd, watching Luke score on his debut, is his dad, Matty. Just as the referee had identified there was going to be 6 additional minutes of injury time, Excellence Mahemba got on the end of that knockdown to get a consolation for Harrow Borough.
Harrow Borough scored by number 14, Excellence Mahemba.
Hey, 5 minutes, come on! What did you think when you said
And as we approach the full-time whistle, coming up on TBTVSport, we've got Brockenhurst Reserves against Poole Town Reserves in midweek, and then next Saturday Poole Town against Hungerford Town in the FA Cup. Today's attendance was a healthy 467. The match finished Poole Town 3, Harrow Borough 1. I hope you enjoyed the highlights. If you did, navigate to our YouTube channel and click on subscribe. Don't forget to click on the little bell for instant notifications of new uploads.